Hello friends, welcome to my channel Engineering Mathematics DJ Ganit. The purpose of starting this channel is to provide free coaching of engineering mathematics subjects. So this is our lecture number 2 on Poisson probability distribution. In lecture number 1 we have introduced the probability mass function of a Poisson distribution and we have done one example. In this lecture we are going to do some more problems to clear the concept of Poisson distribution. So let us recall, in lecture 1 we have discussed that if we are interested in the occurrence of X events in a given interval of time or space, then the probability of X events in a given interval is given by this formula: e to the power minus lambda to the power x divided by x factorial, where x is any non-negative integer and lambda is the average number of occurrences in a given interval of time or space. So with this formula in mind, we do some more problems in this lecture. So let us start with example number 1. The number of telephone calls arriving at a switchboard during any 10-minute period is known to be a Poisson random variable with parameter lambda equal to 2. Find the probability that more than 3 calls will arrive during any given 10-minute period. And in part B we are asked to find out the probability that no calls will arrive during any 10-minute period. So here the random variable of interest is number of telephone calls arriving at a switchboard during any 10-minute period. Here the interval is time interval and the interval is period of 10 minutes. So we can define the random variable x to be the number of telephone calls arriving at a switchboard during any 10-minute time period. So this is the random variable x, and it is given that average number of telephone calls in any 10-minute period is lambda equal to 2. So let capital X equal to the number of telephone calls arriving at a switchboard in a 10-minute period, and given that average number of telephone calls arriving at a switchboard in a 10-minute period is lambda equal to 2. So we are given that capital X is a Poisson random variable with lambda equal to 2, and as we have discussed, the probability mass function of Poisson random variable is e raised to minus lambda raised to x upon x factorial. Okay, so this is the probability that small x telephone calls will arrive at a switchboard during any 10-minute period. Meaning of this probability is, this is the probability that the number of x telephone calls arriving at a switchboard in a 10-minute time period. And in part A we are asked to find the probability that more than 3 calls will arrive in any 10-minute period. So more than 3 calls means capital X is greater than 3. And in this formula we first put lambda equal to 2. It is given, so first we put lambda equal to 2. So probability of x telephone calls in a 10-minute period is e to the minus 2 into 2 raised to x divided by x factorial. X can take the values 0, 1, 2 up to so on. The probability that more than 3 calls means x is greater than 3, strictly greater than 3. So the probability that more than 3 calls will arrive during any 10-minute period is nothing but probability of capital X greater than 3, and this we can replace by 1 minus probability that capital X less than or equal to 3. Okay, using the fact that X greater than 3 and capital X less than or equal to 3 are complementary events. Okay, so the sum of their probabilities is always 1. So using that result we can write in this way. Okay, why we are writing in this way? Because this X has no upper bound. So capital X greater than 3 means X can take any values starting from 4. So X can take values 4, 5, 6 and so on. There is no upper bound. So it is better we use the concept of complementary events. So this is given by 1 minus probability that capital X is less than or equal to 3. So the possible values of random variable which satisfy capital X less than or equal to 3 are 0, 1, 2 up to 3. So this is 1 minus summation of probabilities of X equal to 0 plus probability of X equal to 1 plus probability of X equal to 2 plus probability of X equal to 3. And probability of X equal to X is e raised to minus 2 raised to X upon X factorial. So for X equal to 0 we will put 2 raised to 0 upon 0 factorial e raised to minus 2 as it is. Similarly for probability of X equal to 1 we put X equal to 1, and similarly for 2 and 3. Okay, so we obtain this expression by taking small x equal to 0, 1, 2 and 3 in this formula. Now in each term we have e to the power minus 2 common, so that we can take outside the bracket, and after simplification we obtain required probability to be 0.1429. This is the probability that more than 3 calls will arrive in a 10-minute time period. Now second part is find the probability that no calls will arrive during any 10-minute period. No calls means we have to consider this event capital X equal to 0. So we will put X equal to 0 here and we get the required probability. So the probability that no calls will arrive during any 10-minute period is probability that X equal to 0, and by taking X equal to 0 here we obtain e to the power minus 2 raised to 0 divided by 0 factorial. So that is nothing but e to the power minus 2, which is nothing but 0.1353. This you can find out using scientific calculator, or you can use the approximate value of e 2.718 approximately. Example number 2. Suppose that the number of typographical errors on a single page of the book has a Poisson distribution with parameter lambda equal to 1/2. Calculate the probability that there is at least one error on this page. So here the random variable of interest is the number of typographical errors on a page of the book, and the parameter lambda is 1/2. So we define capital X equal to the number of errors on a page, and given that X is a Poisson random variable with mean number of errors on the page is lambda equal to 1/2. So the probability of X errors on the page is given by this formula of Poisson random variable, and by taking lambda equal to 1/2 we obtain this formula. And we are asked to find out the probability that there is at least one error on this page. At least one means x is greater than or equal to 1. So we are interested in calculating the probability of this event. There is at least one error on this page, so there must be x equal to 1. At least one value of x must be 1. So at least 1 means either 1 or more than 1. So the required probability is probability that capital X is greater than or equal to 1. So again, using the concept of complementary event, this we can replace by 1 minus probability that x is strictly less than 1. And the possible value of x which is strictly less than 1 is capital X equal to 0 only, because the range of Poisson random variable is x equal to 0, 1, 2 up to so on. There is no upper bound, but lower bound is 0. And then we put x equal to 0 here. So it is e raised to minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2 raised to 0 divided by 0 factorial. And this is going to be 1, this is also 1, this is e raised to minus 0.5, which comes out to be 0.3935. So the probability that there is at least one error on the page is 0.3935 using Poisson discrete probability distribution. Now sometimes we will be given the average number of events in a unit interval or unit time interval or unit interval of space, and using this value of lambda we will be asked to find out the probabilities in some interval which is different from this, or which is nothing, or we will be asked to find out the probability in the interval whose length is multiple of this interval. So in that case we have to select appropriate lambda for the random variable under consideration, or we have to change the size of the interval. So now we discuss how to change the size of the interval in a Poisson distribution with the help of example. Suppose we know that births in a hospital occur randomly at an average rate of 1.8 births per hour. So it is given that average number of births per hour in a hospital is 1.8, or there are 1.8 births per hour in a hospital, and we are asked to find out the probability that we observe 5 births in a 2-hour interval. So the random variable we have to define is the number of births in a 2-hour time interval, because we are asked to find out the probability of 5 births in a given 2-hour interval. So we have to define the random variable as the number of births in a 2-hour interval, but for that random variable we require the average number of births in a 2-hour interval, and we are given the average number of births in 1-hour interval. So we can find out the average number of births in 2-hour interval by taking multiplication of this with 2, okay, or applying this logic. In 1 hour the number of births are 1.8, so in 2 hour the number of births equal to what? So that will come out to be 2 into 1.8, that is 3.6. So the average number of births in 2-hour time interval will be 3.6. So here the average number of births are given in 1-hour time interval, and we are interested in the probability in 2-hour time interval. So we are changing the average number of births in 2 hour time interval using this logic. In 1 hour time interval, the birth rate is 1.8. So in 2 hour time interval, birth rate must be 2 into 1.8, that is 3.6. So here we have written, given that birth rate is 1.8 per hour, therefore the birth rate in 2 hour interval is 2 into 1.8, that is 3.6. Now the probability is asked in 2 hour interval, so therefore we define capital X equal to the number of births in a 2 hour period. Then the average number of births in a 2 hour period is lambda equal to 3.6. So we will consider the value of lambda equal to 3.6 because our random variable is number of births in a 2 hour period. So be careful while selecting values of parameter lambda, that depends on the random variable under consideration, and the choice of random variable depends on the question which is being asked in the problem. So here we are asked to find out the probability of 5 births in a 2 hour interval, therefore we consider the random variable equal to the number of births in a 2 hour period. So for this random variable we require the average number of births in a 2 hour period, therefore we take lambda equal to 2 into 1.8, that is 3.6, because 1.8 births are in 1 hour, so in 2 hours there are 2 into 1.8, that is 3.6 births. So thus X is a Poisson random variable with lambda equal to 3.6. So therefore the probability of X births in a 2 hour interval is probability of X equal to e raised to minus lambda raised to X divided by X factorial, and putting lambda equal to 3.6, we obtain e raised to minus 3.6 into 3.6 to the power x divided by x factorial. X can take the values 0, 1, 2 and so on. So this is the probability of X births in 2 hour interval, and we are asked to find out the probability of 5 births in 2 hour interval. So therefore we take X equal to 5 here, and so probability that X equal to 5 is e raised to minus 3.6 to the power 5 divided by 5 factorial, and using scientific calculator you can easily find out this 0.1377. So probability that we observe 5 births in a 2 hour time interval is 0.1377. Okay, so in this way we can change the size of the interval depending on the required question in the given problem. We consider one more problem of this type. If a bank receives on the average 6 bad checks per day, what are the probabilities that it will receive 4 bad checks on any given day? And what is the probability that it will receive 10 bad checks over any 2 consecutive days? So here in part A we are asked to find out the probability of 4 bad checks on any given day, and in part B we are asked to find out probability that 10 bad checks will be received over any 2 consecutive days. So for both the parts we have to define random variables separately. So first we do part A. So in part A the random variable under consideration is number of bad checks on any given day, and the average number of bad checks on any given day is given to be 6. So lambda will be 6 for part A. So first we complete part A. Given that a bank receives 6 bad checks per day, and let capital X equal to the number of bad checks received at a bank on any given day. and it is given that bank receives 6 bad checks per day. So therefore the average number of bad checks on any given day is lambda equal to 6. So therefore the probability of x bad checks received at a bank on any given day is given by probability that x equal to e raised to minus lambda to the power x divided by x factorial, and we put lambda equal to 6. X can take any non-negative integer value, and we are asked to find out the probability that bank will receive 4 bad checks on any given day. So here we put x equal to 4. So it is e to the power minus 6 raised to 4 by 4 factorial, and the answer is 0.1339. So this is the probability that 4 bad checks will be received on any given day at a bank. Now in part 2 we are asked to find out the probability that bank will receive 10 bad checks over any 2 consecutive days, and we are given that there are 6 bad checks per day. Okay, so we can find out the number of bad checks over any 2 consecutive days. So that will be 2 into 6, that is 12. So the average number of bad checks over any 2 consecutive days will be 6 into 2, that is 12, and the random variable for part B is the number of bad checks received at a bank over any 2 consecutive days. So keep in mind, here we have 2 parts for the same problem, but in part 1 we are asked to find out the probability on any given day, that is per day, and here we are asked to find out the probability over any 2 consecutive days. So here interval is double, here interval is single, or here length of interval is 1, here it is multiple of this. So for part B we consider capital X equal to the number of bad checks received at a bank over any 2 consecutive days. Now it is given that bank receives 6 bad checks per day. Okay, so therefore the average number of bad checks over any 2 consecutive days equal to 6 into 2, that is 12. So we will take lambda equal to 12 for this random variable. Okay, so don't confuse with part A and B. This capital X is for part A and this capital X is for part B. They are different. Okay, if you want to avoid the confusion, you can use, instead of X you can use capital Y also. So the average number of bad checks over any 2 consecutive days is lambda equal to 12. Hence the probability of X bad checks received at a bank over any 2 consecutive days is given by probability that x equal to e raised to minus 12 raised to x divided by x factorial. We are using the fact that average number of bad checks over any 2 consecutive days is lambda equal to 12. So we put lambda equal to 12 in the formula of Poisson distribution. X can take any non-negative value, and we are asked to find out probability of 10 bad checks. 10 bad checks over any 2 consecutive days. So finally we put small x equal to 10, and we will find the probability that bank will receive 10 bad checks over any 2 consecutive days. That is equal to, putting x equal to 10 here, it is e raised to minus 12 raised to 10 divided by 10 factorial, and it turns out to be 0.1048. So the probability that bank will receive 10 bad checks over any 2 consecutive days is 0.1048. So this is all about today's lecture. We have discussed how to find out the probabilities if our random variable under consideration is Poisson random variable, and we have discussed how to change the size of the interval for Poisson distribution. In the next session we will discuss about mean and variance of the Poisson probability distribution. So I hope you like this lecture. If you are watching this lecture, kindly subscribe my channel Engineering Mathematics DJ Ganit for upcoming lectures. Thank you very much.